I asked all of you to send in your best clips from Helldivers 2. I was looking for any clips that were entertaining for any reason. It could be funny, cool, buggy, any of those apply. We got a lot of submissions, and I promised that I would show the best ones in a video, so here we are. And I also said that the person who submits my personal favorite clip would get the opportunity to write an outro for me. So stay tuned until the end to find out who won. The first few clips we have come from Archangel Louis. Here he is, going up in the shuttle. They're all packed in, and they collide with another pelican, instantly killing everyone in the ship. That's so stupid. In this second clip from Louis, Pelican 1 does even more weird shit. He starts violently humping the ground in front of Extract, making the end of the mission pretty confusing. Louis was still out of luck when he went to Cyberstan because of a very unfortunate death. Take a look. If I didn't know any better, I would say that Super Earth doesn't like Louis very much, but he's actually a very nice guy, so I can't say that's the case. Our next clip comes from Bedrock, where we see a rare Fent-leaning Voteless. This is an anomaly in the Galactic War. It happens once in a blue moon, and that Thief Trooper just shot him for no reason. There's a lot of weird shit going on in this man's life right now. And our second clip from Bedrock is just the quintessential Helldivers experience summed up in a few seconds. Take a look. If that clip doesn't sum up the Helldivers 2 experience, then I don't know what does. This clip from Blue Dragon shows off a classic bug that we haven't seen in a little while, which is the fabled flying factory strider. These were so insane. I can't... Look at what happened to that goddamn thing, man. This one comes from Captain Morty, and Captain Morty was, playing on Cyberstan, as you do, and he witnessed what seems to be a cyborg that is late for a meeting or something. Either way, death really got in the way of the cyborg, and he had to go figure out what he was doing with the rest of his day. This next one comes from Daedric Healer. Nice name, by the way. But his squad mate unfortunately fell victim to one of the classic little buggy problems. It's not really a bug, but it's when your stratagem ball gets stuck to your weapon or your backpack or even your own body. But the one who got stuck decides to take revenge on the one who stuck him by running straight into them. That is some classic Helldivers 2 tomfoolery. This one comes from Earthburger, with one of the most extreme situations of a Hive Lord throwing someone out of the map. This guy got fucking launched, man. Look at what happened to this poor bastard. And Earthburger even edited the video to include the DuckTales moon theme, which is quite appropriate.
Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
Earthburger sent another clip that was also pretty funny and was also edited, so I'm just gonna let this one play out.
Betrayal.
Thank you for sending this one in. This is a really good one. Findas sent a good clip of Pelican 1 messing up. I guess he got the same pilot that Louis did. But here, listen to their silly British reactions.
Bad laser.
Bro!
What?
Bro, look at the shot of this!
Where is it? Wait, we cooked! We're gonna... Bro, wait, what do we do? What do we do? Can I not break the, like...
Findas also sent a clip where he bravely charged back into Extract with no stims, seemingly no ammo, and just a flag. Take a look.
Shuttle, land!
One preparing to depart. Shuttle launch in 20 seconds.
No fucking way!
What? John
I gotta say, that was a pretty good one. And if you haven't already, make sure to go check out the video that I made with Findas about support weapons to use against the Illuminate. This one comes from George, where he's just trying to get a hug from this guy, but this guy just is trying really hard to not give it to him. It's, it's pretty funny. This one comes from Lapri, which shows why you can never trust the FRV. This clip comes from Loudspeaker. Loudspeaker decided that fire is not really that big of an obstacle. Loudspeaker decides to run through an entire field of fire and seemingly a napalm strike on nothing but stims in a dream. I mean, this is just insanity. Rarely will you see something like this in the game actually, done in practice. So, I mean, look at this shit. Look at this. And he makes it out, and he makes it out. He makes it out all the way to extract. That was like a solid 50 meters of nothing but fire and explosions, so good on you. This one comes from Nairnie, Nairnie. Sorry if I can't pronounce her name right. This is more classic Hive Lord shenanigans. Take a look. Here we go, riding the Hive Lord like a sandworm from Dune, gets thrown off, but watch this. Sticks the landing too. That's impressive. And here comes Mr. Oofman showing us all how to use the breaching hammer. That was nothing short of beautiful. But here's Oofman trying that same tactic on a War Strider. Take a look. We've all been killed by a War Strider before, but how many of us can say that we've been thrown like a baseball by a War Strider? Pierre Lachatz sent us a few classic buggy moments, like of course a flipping Factory Strider, and of course a classic Pelican bug, but this Pelican pilot was a lot better than the one that Findas and Louis had. Smooth recovery. And poor Pierre was scared by two ghost flesh mobs. They never existed. Earlier, Bedrock saw a Fent-leaning Voteless, but Sire Melk here saw a Fent-leaning Trooper. Wow. Sire Melk plays an extremely modded version of Helldivers, so just take a listen to how good the audio sounds in this clip.
That motherfucker's ground beef!
And I gotta say, I love the inclusion of Battlefield 3 voice lines. He also installed some cool mods for Halo-themed stuff, like this Banshee. This clip comes from that guy. That's his name, he's that guy. He was a bit more successful when he tried to ride the mighty Hive Lord, but unfortunately, he never learned to stick the landing, so I gotta dock some points for that. But don't ever give up on your dreams. That guy tried to do it in a car. It didn't work out that good. One day you're gonna ride a Hive Lord. This one comes from The Boys with a Z. Seems like they were doing a bit of a bad job putting in the combo, so one of their fellow Helldivers held them at gunpoint to get it right. And look at that, the extra pressure actually paid off. And the boys also made the classic mistake of ever trusting the FRV. It doesn't help that one of them was holding a stratagem ball in their hands, and they crashed.
Dropping a pin, northwest, 100 meters.
If I've said it once, I've said it a million times, never trust an FRV driver. You can quote me on that. Hell, put it on my gravestone. Togan, never trusted an FRV driver. Our final submissions come from Wyatt Alorian. Of course, it's more FRV bullshit. Look at this. The gunner didn't just fall out of the FRV, like, slammed them. It was insane. And for our final clip, more Hive Lord funny moments. And this guy, he didn't even use the salute. This guy just slams into the ground and tanks it. He lives. Democracy protects. I want to give a big thank you to everyone that took their time to submit their clips. I really appreciate it. This has been a really fun video to make, and I'm sorry it took me so long, but here it is, so I hope it's good. And now to reveal my favorite clip and the winner of the little contest I made. Remember, this person will write the outro of this video. The winner is Bedrock, with this clip right here. The reason I picked this clip is because, like I said earlier, this is the ultimate, like, Helldivers 2 experience summed up in just a few seconds. Yes, there were other clips that were amazing. It was not easy to pick one, but I loved this one, and I also loved Bedrock's other submission of the Fent-leaning voteless. And here is the outro that Bedrock has written for me. We, as a community, have been spread apart recently, whether it be doxing people, to hating the preferences of others. As a community, we can't all be split apart. This is how games die. Remember that the next time someone says that they play bugs on a bot MO. Also, Arrowhead, please buff my baby, the Wasp Launcher. Please, I'm begging you. Also, subscribe to Kermite Official because the guy is chill as fuck. Kermite Official is Bedrock's YouTube channel, so go check it out. I'll have it linked in the description. And of course, I want to thank my Hell Troopers. Swickety, Archangel Shipyards, Dirty Nightmare, Findas16, ODST Exotic, John Droll, Tinfoil Freak, Melek Paragon 9231, Jack of Nothingness, and Sire Milk. Thank you all for continuing to support the channel. It means a lot to me. I'm sorry for not uploading much recently. I've just been kind of busy with life and family and what have you. So things are getting back on track right now. Thank you for being patient. And yeah, that's all I have for today. This is Grand Moff Togan of the SES Prophet of Dawn, signing off.